Hello, everyone. My name is Stephanie Rifkin, and I am here today with AspireTV, and I am interviewing Laurie Delk, who is going to be one of the Women Empowering Women speakers in January at the W Hotel in Boston. And to give you the address, it's 100 Stewart Street, and you can get event tickets right on Eventbrite. At that event, we're going to be listening to numerous women speakers who all have different areas of expertise where they're going to be empowering us. Laurie is an author, she's an entrepreneur, she's a mom, she's started many businesses, and she has so much to offer. And so today we're going to give her maybe I think 15 minutes to talk about what she's going to be discussing at this event, and we're going to get to know her a little bit better. So what I'm really excited about, I was reading through your website and I discovered that both of your parents were entrepreneurs. Did that help you in your mindset of you can start as many businesses as you want?
I think it did. I mean, my mom, one of her favorite sayings was, if you're awake, you are to be productive and profitable. And so she didn't raise lazy kids. And so we were designed to work, get busy, have something to do and have a purpose. And so we were never allowed to just hang out and watch TV or sit on the phone or anything like that. And so I literally, when I was 14, had 2 full-time jobs and was going to high school in the work school program or whatever. And it wasn't because I had to, it was because one, I wanted more dresses and shoes that my dad would buy, that he wanted to buy for me. But, and two, just because that was it. I just wanted to have something to do. And so it was kind of inbred into us at the beginning, and it just kind of has followed all throughout my life and has been a really good blessing for me to be able to manage so many things at one time.
Where I can relate to having entrepreneur parents. So only my dad was, but it really gave me the spirit, like I could do whatever I want as well. So imagine having two, and if you don't have entrepreneur parents, I imagine you just really have to have the drive to do it, right? And something you're really, I really connected with you on the fact that you homeschooled your kids. Now, I didn't, but I had high hopes that I would and never got around to it. So how did you manage to homeschool your children and start businesses?
Yeah, so at the beginning, I actually volunteer taught at my kids' Christian school for 5 years. And so I did that. And then back in 2010, my speaking career rose a lot. And so I was traveling 1 to 3 times a month. And so when I would travel, I always took my kids with. So they would not only have to replace me at the school as a teacher, but also my kids would have to make up their work. And so we just decided 2010 that was the perfect time for us to just start doing homeschooling. And that way, the kids could travel with me, they could do their work on the road, and it didn't matter where we were at, they could get their work done. And it just made it so much easier. So yeah, it's a process, and it definitely takes discipline. Right. But yeah, we enjoyed it. The kids were able to go to several different countries as well as different states before they even turned 18.
That's just so ideal, I feel like, as a parent, and especially since a lot of mothers don't get to do that. I just feel like we just get extremely blessed when we do have the opportunity to work and travel with our children and give them that kind of education, which is outside of the box school system. And I really related to you on that level because I wished so hard that I could offer that to my son, but I definitely did not have the time management skills. So we did send him to public school, but I just love that you've been able to do so many different things that women like me wish I could have done, such as writing books. So you've written 2 books, and I'm hoping at some point when we meet up at the event, I could get autographed copies. But you do have some online copies and links on your website. And can you just tell us about those 2 books?
Yeah, so my first book is called Keep Those Clients. It is a business book. So for example, like if you're an insurance agent, you do things to get really hard to work to get your clients, but then a lot of times people forget about them, right? And just send the statement and keep working to get new clients. And so what I teach is if you nurture those existing clients, one, they're not going to leave you when somebody else offers something else. And 2, they're going to refer you to other people without you even asking, because you keep in touch with them and stay in front of their face, as well as doing good business and honesty and ethics and morals and all that stuff.
And your second book is not as business oriented, but it's called We All Have Choices. And can you tell us a little bit about that one?
Yeah. So that one I wrote almost 7 years ago. And that one, I had about 9 very strong personal tragedies in my life, pretty much back to back. And God was telling me to write this book, and a lot of other people, like almost every single day for about a year, were telling me, did you write a book? You need to write a book about that. Did you write a book? And so I kind of fought back on that, but I did write it. And so it's a very transparent walk through parts of my life, but it talks about how exactly that we all are going to go through things and have things happen in our life. And we have a choice of how we react to whatever that thing is that we go through. And depending on that choice that we make is going to depend on how our future is going to go and how things are going to go for us, you know, as we keep on walking through life in the shoes that God designed for us. So,
and you worked with a Christian, was it a Christian school? And so a lot of your work is spiritual as well, right?
It is, yes. Yes,
Awesome.
I taught at our kids' Christian school for 5 years, and then their homeschool software was Christian-based as well. And yes, and that's what I talk about in my book is, you know, God gives you different shoes to walk in through different phases of your life, and so empowering women to walk in the shoes that God designed for them.
I love it. So you've started a few different businesses. One of them, Gratitude Girls. Can you tell us what Gratitude Girls is about?
Okay, yeah. So Gratitude Girls is started by me and my partner in Canada. Her name is Catherine Asaro, and it is a nonprofit where we teach and show gratitude. We interview someone once a month, and it's usually someone that the same thing has gone through some sort of tragedy, but either going through it, finding some sort of gratitude, or in spite of it, has finding some sort of gratitude to push forward and go on with life, and you know, and just have that abundant life and that peacefulness and that gratitude and that thankfulness that it just makes a huge difference in your life when you implant that into your life around everything that goes on.
Oh, I totally agree. And so if somebody wanted to learn more about Gratitude Girls, how do they find out more?
Yep. So that website is easy, gratitudegirls.com. Of course,
Okay.
We're also on Facebook with that. And then we have a lot of our shows on YouTube as well.
And your website link is Laurie Delk, DELK.me. And you have links. Are there links on there to Gratitude Girls?
Yes, there's links on there to that and everything else that I do. So there's a lot on there. If you want to get the free digital copy of my book, Keep Those Clients, you can get that on my lauriedelk.me website. There's also the links to Amazon for both books if you want the digital to go to your Kindle, or if you want the printed copy to hold in your hands too. So.
Okay. And you are the recipient of multiple awards. I was reading about the titles of the awards themselves even sounded inspiring. So how did you feel when you won your first award, and how many have you racked up thus far?
My first one, I was very scared. I had never been on stage in front of thousands of people. And so it was the very first time, and it was called the Making a Difference Award. And so it was really sweet. I was really honored and blessed to be able to receive that. And yes, throughout time, I've spoken on thousands of stages now with thousands of different people, anywhere from, 10 people up to 10,000 people in the crowd. So it's been lots of different types of audiences that I've spoke at, and yes, lots of different awards. And I'm just humbled. I'm blessed. I'm excited when I get them. But I want to make a difference in that dash that I still have while I'm here to help other people.
Love it. So if somebody wanted to learn more about maybe how to write a book, how you got started writing a book or speaking, or even how they started how you started a business, at this event, will people be able to come up to you or ask you questions maybe after your your presentation about all these different topics and maybe even hire you to coach them at some point?
Yes, absolutely. I do have private one-on-one coaching as well as I have small group coaching. So they're welcome to join either one of those. Contact me to set up a session so we could talk about their needs and wants and see what the best fit is for them. Yes, absolutely.
All right. So it sounds like I probably would want to learn a little bit about maybe the group coaching. So I'm going to go ahead and check that out on your website. She's also on social media on Facebook. Do you have an Instagram or Twitter?
I do. They're all Laurie Delk, LaurieDelk. Make it
all right, can't mess it up. So go ahead and follow her everywhere. She's someone that you can learn so much from. And if you can make it to the Women Empowering Women event, January 23rd, it's a Thursday. It's from 6 to 10 in Boston. You should be there. Get your tickets today. You'll be learning a lot from Laurie and the other women that are going to be speaking and presenting that day. So I'm so excited to meet you, get an autographed copy of your book, and I'll even download to just get started ahead of time the free one on your website. So thank you so much for your time today. I can't wait to meet you.
Awesome. Thank you. See you soon.
See you soon.